How do you make flour with a mortar and pestle? Have you ever wondered how to turn grains into flour using just a mortar and pestle? This skill can be incredibly useful in survival situations. Let's break down the steps to make flour using this simple tool. First, you need to gather your materials. A mortar is typically a sturdy bowl or a hollowed-out log. The pestle is a heavy tool, like a smooth stone or a thick branch. You can easily make these from natural materials around you. Just ensure both are strong enough to handle the grinding process. Next, you will want to prepare your grains or seeds. Common choices include wheat, corn, or wild edible seeds. Make sure they are clean and free from any debris. If you want to make grinding easier, consider lightly roasting the grains. This helps remove moisture and makes them simpler to crush. Now it is time to start grinding. Place a small amount of your grains into the mortar. It is important not to overload it. Working in small batches will yield better results. Use the pestle to crush the grains. A pressing and twisting motion works best. This helps break down the hard outer shells and releases the softer inner parts. Keep grinding until the grains are reduced to a fine powder. This process may take several minutes for each batch, depending on how hard the grains are and how efficient your tools are. Once you have ground your grains, the next step is to sift the flour. You can use a fine mesh or a cloth to separate the fine powder from any larger particles. If you find any coarse bits, return them to the mortar for further grinding. Repeat this process until you have enough flour for your needs. If you can, store the flour in a dry, airtight container. If not, you can use it immediately for cooking. Making flour with a mortar and pestle is an essential skill for food preparation in the wild. It allows you to transform raw grains into a versatile ingredient for various dishes like bread or porridge. Improvised mortar and pestle tools can be made from materials found in nature, making this method accessible in almost any environment. Regular maintenance of your tools is also important. Cleaning and smoothing any rough edges will ensure they remain as effective for repeated use. With practice, you can efficiently produce flour using just basic, improvised tools.